Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Previously, we studied about the grammar and syntax, at what is basically the grammar and what is the syntax. So we studied that grammar is a broad term and syntax comes under the grammar, and syntax is the branch of linguistics that deals with the formation of the sentences, with the structure of the sentences, that how the structure is basically sentence structure is basically formed. And we studied that a sentence is basically composed of a phrase and a clause. So in this lecture we will generally study about the phrase and some of its types. So the lecture outline is we will just get a brief introduction of the parts of speech, then what is a phrase, then we are going to study in this lecture only three types of phrases, that is a noun phrase, verb phrase and adjective phrase. So let's begin towards the lecture. Paths of speech. You all know what are the paths of speech. I don't want to get into the details of the paths of speech. It's just to make you aware that just to make a revision that what are the paths of speech. A path of speech is particular grammatical class of word. The parts of speech explain how a word is used in a sentence. So we have different classifications of words, that which word belong to which class and which word belongs to which class. So we have what are basically the parts of speech: the noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, pronoun and interjection. So let's see one by one. Noun. So what is a noun? So generally, what is a noun? It is defined as a name of a person, place, thing or idea. For example, any name of a person like Aisha, Maria, Ali, or the general names as teacher, or we can say the pilot, or anything that is a table, chair, pen, or any idea, or we can say the concept, that is a greed, honesty, truth. So that are all comes under the class of noun. Then comes the pronoun. It is closely related to nouns. It is used as the substitute for a noun or called as standing for nouns. For example, he, she, they, I. So we have first person pronoun, second person, third person. So these pronouns are used basically to avoid the repetition of the noun again and again in a sentence. For example, if I say that Aisha is a good girl, Aisha do all her work on time, Aisha belongs to Multan city, and then the repetition of Aisha, Aisha, Aisha. Instead of this, I will write that Aisha is a good girl, she belongs to Multan city, she does all her work on time. So instead of repeating the noun and again, we use the pronoun instead of a noun. So then comes the verb. So you all are aware with the verb, that what is a verb? Verb is any word that is an action, that shows the action in general. We have some stative verb as well, that shows the state rather than the action. So but generally what we know about the verb, we know that the verb denotes an action, like eat, drink. When eating is an action, drinking is an action. So these are all the verbs. Then comes the adjective. It is defined as a word expressing a property or attribute of a noun. So what is adjective? Basically, it's any word that qualifies the noun. that tells us about the quality of a noun, that tells detail about the noun, that what type or what the noun is. For example, we say she is a good girl. So what type of girl she is? Girl is a noun and good is a adjective. So we can say she is an intelligent girl. So intelligent is an adjective explaining the girl, that how the girl is. So long, tall, or are the adjective that comes under the class of adjective that is used to give the attribute to a noun. Then comes the adverb. Adverb is it's a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So adverb modifies three words or three categories, like a verb or an adjective or another adverb. See how he runs slowly. So here the adverb slowly is determining the verb modifying a verb runs, that how he runs slowly. She is very tall. So she is tall. Tall is an adjective. So very tall means explaining that how much the girl is tall. So she is very tall. Very is an adverb and tall is an adjective, so it's modifying or qualifying an adjective. He ended the homework too quickly. We can also say it as he ended the homework quickly. So how he ended the work? He ended the work quickly. Quickly is an adverb. Too quickly means too is another adverb that is modifying another adverb. So in this way the adverb modifies the three categories. Then comes the preposition. A preposition is an important part of the English language. It is used to show a relationship between a noun or a pronoun in a sentence and another word in a sentence. So for example, the book is on the table. Okay, book and table are two nouns, and on means showing the relationship between the book and the table, that where the book is on the table. Conjunctions are words used to connect words, phrases, or clauses. So for example, Ali eats cakes and pastries. So conjunctions, by the word conjunction you are getting the idea that something which is going to connect something. So it connects the words, phrases, or clauses. So here Ali eats cakes and pastries, and is a conjunction. So it's is used to connect the two ideas. Interjection. Interjection is a word added to a sentence to convey an emotion or a sentiment such as surprise, disgust, joy, excitement, or enthusiasm. For example, when we are happy, we say hurrah, we have won the match, or hurrah, I have passed the examination. So it's basically used to show the emotions of a person. So this is all about the part of speech, just an overview to get a revision. So our focus is on the phrase. A phrase can be considered a lowest syntactic unit. It can be defined as a syntactic unit that contains more than one word and lacks the subject-predicate relationship. So generally the phrase consists of more than one word, but in some cases the phrase also consists one word also. So we will see later that how the phrase consists one word in some cases. So every complete sentence contains two parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. A subject is the person or thing that is doing an action, or the person or thing that is the focus of the sentence. So subject is the doer of the action or the point of focus of the sentence. The predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. It is the part of the sentence that is not the subject and includes all the descriptions of the action and objects that are affected by the action. So let's take an example to get more clarified. For example, Mary likes to run at the public park. So the sentence is Mary likes to run at the public park. So by looking at the sentence or by hearing the sentence, the question you can ask yourself here is, what does Mary do? What does Mary do? The answer is likes to run at the public park is the predicate. Notice that the predicate includes the verb in the sentence, likes, and all the rest of the words that describes what she likes. So see what is the subject and what is the predicate in a sentence. So some examples of phrases are the beautiful girl, beautiful shop, the very little girl. So the sentence, the beautiful girl is eating chocolates. This is a complete sentence. So here in this sentence, the beautiful girl is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that stand together as a single grammatical unit, typically as part of a clause or a sentence. So a phrase can be a part of a clause or a sentence. A phrase does not contain a subject and verb and consequently cannot convey a complete thought. A phrase contrasts with a clause. A clause does contain a subject and verb and it can convey a complete idea. So a phrase do not gives a complete thought or an idea, whereas a clause gives a complete thought, a complete idea. A phrase is a group or pairing of words in English. A phrase can be short or long, but it does not include the subject-verb pairing necessary to make a clause. So the phrase does not contain the subject-verb pairing which is necessary to make a clause, because a clause cannot be made without the subject and verb pairing. If there is no subject-verb pairing, then it becomes the phrase. A phrase is any group of words that does not contain a subject completing an action. When a group of words contains a subject doing an action, subject-verb relationship is there, it becomes a clause. Phrase and clause are the most important elements of English grammar. Phrase and clause cover everything a sentence has. Clauses are the center of sentences and phrases strengthen the sentences to become meaningful. If the clauses are the pillars of a building, the phrases are the bricks. So a phrase usually is always present within a clause, but a phrase cannot have a clause in it. A phrase is a small group of words. Oxford Dictionary defines phrase as word. A phrase is a small group of words that form a meaningful unit within a clause. So there are many different definitions of phrases. I'm just giving you the general idea that what the phrase basically is. Phrases can also consist of a single word as well, like as I've told you before that it is not always the case the phrase consists of a group of words. There is also some case in many sentences when the one word is a phrase. For example, I saw a cat. Here I is a one phrase. He drives the car. Here he is a one phrase. He is one phrase, that is the subject. Drives the car is another phrase, that is the kind of a phrase, that is a verb phrase, and he is a noun phrase. So next we are going to study the types of the phrases. So the very first type is a noun phrase. We denote it as NP. A noun phrase is a phrase which consists of a noun and all the words and word groups that cluster around a noun and add to its meaning. So a word phrase is a phrase that consists a noun as its main part and all the other words either before a noun or after the noun to modify its meaning. The flowers in the garden are looking beautiful. So flowers in the garden, flowers is a noun, and the and in the garden are the words that are after and before the noun which are modifying its meaning. Noun phrases are simply nouns with modifiers. Noun phrases are important for adding more information detail to a noun. The little boy, the happy puppy, the building on the corner, the sharp pencils, all these are the noun phrases. Noun phrase modifiers. The modifiers can come before or can come after the noun. Before noun, how it comes: his toy, the book, dull chisel, new table. Or modifiers that come after the noun, what are these? Are prepositional phrases, adjective clauses, participle phrases, and infinitives. Like what we have: lawyer with a crooked nose, face red with embarrassment. So these all are the post modifiers. So we will study the modifiers in detail in later lectures. So see, this is just the introductory lecture to make you people clear that what is the phrase and what is actually the noun phrase and what are actually its modifiers. Then comes the verb phrase. Verb phrase, it is what? A verb phrase is a phrase which consists of a verb and all the words around the verb and add to its meaning. The cat eats the fish. Here, eats the fish is a verb phrase, and it's the fish is, and then word group of words, that is the words around the verb that are adding meaning to the verb. The author is writing a new book. Here, is writing a new book is a verb phrase, and is writing is a verb, and a new book is a pair of words that is adding meaning to the verb. He was walking to work today. Was walking is the verb, and to work today are the words that are modifying the verb. Aisha is reading the book. Here, Aisha is another phrase, and is reading the book is a verb phrase, and is reading is a verb. The book is a group of words that is modifying the verb, adding meaning to the verb. So next comes the adjective phrase. Adjective phrase is a group of words headed by an adjective that modifies a noun or a pronoun. For example, the overly enthusiastic fans painted their bodies with the team's colors. So fans here is a noun. Overly enthusiastic. So overly enthusiastic is a adjective. Overly enthusiastic fans is an adjective phrase that is modifying a noun. The exhausted and overworked man took a well-deserved break. So exhausted and overworked man are the adjective phrases modifying the word man. Okay. So the dirty man entered in the beautiful house. The dirty man. Here the dirty man is an adjective phrase. The naughty children. Naughty children is what? The adjective phrase. The beautiful girl is wearing the red dress. So the intelligent boys are reading the lengthy book. So these are some examples of the adjective phrase, and these are some references. You can take guide from these references as well. And this is all about today's lecture. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.